welcome to your reading. Let me share the information with you. We first of all have the Lover's card, followed by the Five of Swords. It has a clarifier, and that's the High Priestess. We then have the Four of Pentacles, and I wanted to know what this was all about. And the clarifier for this particular card is the Magician. Now, one other word to add into the mix. I was tuning in and saying and asking my angels and guides of the universe if there was one word or one message we really needed to hear for this week, what would it be? And it is the word progress. It's a bit funny, doesn't it? When it's just adjusting, I think, to the colour there, isn't it? So we've got progress. Okay, so let's have a look. I think for this particular week, at this point in time, the Lover's card, for many of you, it's to do with choices and decisions. A big choice, big decision that you're making. But this feels, when I look at some of the other energies, this feels like an internal choice, an internal decision. Something that's going to make a huge difference to you. So it's about your internal world. So it might be about an old pattern, limitation, some sort of upper limiting or self-sabotage block or pattern you've had going on, where you say, enough's enough, I'm done with this, I'm absolutely done with it. So Lovers is a choice or a decision, and it's big. You see, you've got the angel here, the divine, the universe, one consciousness helping you, guiding you, protecting you through this. And what I find with the Lover's card nowadays is that it can also be about something happening, something shifting, something moving, maybe your mind moving, your consciousness moving, and shifting in such a way that you raise your vibration, you go to a completely different level. And that's the sense I'm getting for this week. And this is where the progress comes in. So it's progress in terms of your, I want to say your evolvement. No, I don't even know if that's a word, but you know, you're evolving, you're growing, you're stepping up. It's all right. I'm just listening to them as well. You're stepping up. You're raising your vibration. You're changing your frequency. You're changing your the energy. Your energy is changing. There is progress. Now, it's really interesting because, let me just share this other energy, this Five of Swords energy. Sometimes it doesn't feel that way. Sometimes we don't feel like we're making progress. It feels, and I've got to admit, even myself at the moment, sometimes it feels like we're just crawling through treacle or mud, and it's really hard work to you're moving forward, you know you're changing, you know you're different, but it just feels like, my word, this is exhausting. I don't know if any of you are having the same experience of me. I'm going through the biggest change and transformation of my life. I mean, it's just incredible. But sometimes it feels relentless. But this week, I feel we get a sense that, yeah, we are making progress. Yes, it's relentless. Yes, it can be tiring, exhausting. Sometimes, there are moments where we're on the plateau and we're like, oh my word, yes, it's changed and I'm different and it's incredible and it's amazing and I love it. And then there's other times where we're climbing up the hill, and it's like, oh gosh, this is tiring, this is hard work. Well, this five of swords comes along when we are feeling a bit exhausted, when we're looking at the negative, all the things that aren't perfect yet, all of the things that aren't right yet, all of the things that we're not there with yet. We know where we want to go. We know where we're desperate, yearning to go. Our hearts and souls are yearning to go there. But this comes along when our mind, our consciousness is still slipping back a little bit into the old ways, into the negative thinking, into the, oh, I'm no good enough, oh, I'm not perfect yet, oh, I'm whatever it is, all of the old constructs, the patterns, the limitations, the self-sabotage. This is when the Five of Swords comes along. And this is why I wanted to understand it, and I pulled the clarifier, the High Priestess, because the High Priestess is an energy that says there is lots going on behind the scenes, beneath the surface. This is like under the surface of conscious awareness. So this is the subconscious, the supraconscious, whatever you want to call it. You know, all of those levels and layers underneath what we are aware of, minute by minute, day by day, second by second, hour by hour. So this is the stuff behind the scenes, under the surface, the subconscious, the collective consciousness as well. So this is what they're saying, that yes, you might slip up, but just be careful, because there is so much going on behind the scenes that we are just not aware of, we're not privy to. In those moments, maybe when you meditate, when you do your yoga or your breathing or whatever it is, where you get that aligned, peaceful state, that's when you remember. So if you're having a moment this week, folks, that is the way through it. It's to get into that place of alignment. And there are so many different ways to do that. Some people do it through exercising, through painting, writing, singing. You know, there's many ways to align to your highest self, your soul, and also one consciousness. It's that place that just feels incredible, amazing. You know, you have them where it's like everything is perfect and like, oh my God, you know, I am love, you know, all of those sorts of moments. Now let's have a look at the other two cards. So I've got the Four of Pentacles with the clarifier, the Magician. This talks about moving and shifting. So this comes along. Now, very traditionally, yes, of course, it can be very real and practical in your life. So you could be moving from one team to another, from one company to another, from one relationship to another. But I think for many of you watching, this is about a move and shift in energy, in consciousness, because of just everything that this is giving me, all of the energies they're giving me. The Magician card comes along when you are just about to show the world what you're really made of. You know, this is me. Where the facade drops and you are doing things that are more in line with your heart and soul, your soul self, being more soul-led, heart-led, rather than ego-led. And sometimes the Magician comes along when you're getting really close, you're getting close to the edge, but you're a bit like, oh God, is it going to be okay? Will I be okay? You know, and some of the fears are coming up. And this is why I think you've got the Five of Swords at the moment in this energy for this period, because it does provoke that in us. You know, we're still human, living in this third dimension mostly. And even though that's changing. So this comes along to say, can I really live truly how I want to? Can I touch the higher dimensions? Can I be who I truly am inside, deep inside? And this says, yes, you can. You absolutely can. Everything you dreamed of and then some. That's what I'm feeling. Everything that you dreamed of and then some. And I'm just getting, it's beyond your wildest imagination. In fact, we can't even imagine it right here, right now, because we have still some of the limitations of the mind and the consciousness and the third dimensional stuff. So yes, you can, but there is a shift. There is a definite shift. It's a good shift. It's going to set you up for the future. It's going to be something that you'll be able to feel stable with and sure about. When it's all new, sometimes it takes some time to settle in. So just allow that energy to settle in. But for me, this Four of Pentacles is definitely talking about a move from one place to another. You know, like, yes, traditionally it can be you move in your career and all of that sort of stuff. Of course it can. Just like the Lovers card can be about a union between two, you know, new or a different level in an existing union, an existing relationship. But this does feel progress in terms of a shift and a move with your energy and your vibration, getting closer and closer and closer still to who you truly are, what this is really about, you revealing the whole of you. Is, I want to say, like, you with, you know, like the raw you, the naked you, the you without the constructs, the social constructs, you know, all of that sort of rubbish that we've accumulated over the generations and generations and generations. This is like really you coming out like never before. I just feel that very strongly for these energies this week. So I hope it's a good one, and thank you so much for watching.